Welcome to MJ Hobby Corner. I am MJ and I will be your host in this short video to show you guys a new 172 scale kit that I got by Caesar Miniatures. Now before I start, I would like to give a shout out to subscriber Mark, who actually suggested these miniatures after I posted a video asking if anyone knew where I could get 172 scale skellies. And so Mark immediately answered, and I went over and checked it out and really liked the way the kit looked. And so I ordered it. And another thing that another shout out is to Mustang Hobbies, which is a seller that I encountered online. And there's a lot of goodies in the store, and they had excellent service. As soon as I placed the order was shipping on the first day. I got the order in 2 days. Now, they're located in New Jersey, so obviously that helps. They're our neighbor. But the fact that they packaged it so quickly right after the order was made, I was able to get the miniatures, in 2 days. So I ordered Thursday, got it Saturday. So very, very cool. So thank you, Mustang Hobbies, for that quick service. All right. Now that we got that out the way, I do want to see what's in this box. So let's go ahead and open it up. So I've been looking for Undead for quite some time for 172 scale, because I do play in this scale. And I like to play a lot of fantasy and alternate history in this scale. So this was a very important kit for me. And let's see this guy. Now I already took a peek before the video because I wanted to prepare one of the skellies. Okay, so we get this big vampire thing. Okay, it looks almost orcish, and we see that there's a couple of little bits here that have to be snipped off, and that's normal. Now, interesting enough, these things come in a bag. They're not in sprues. Okay, and we know that Mantic Miniatures does that. Not bad. I like this creature. It's a big vampire, I suppose. And the big bat ears. Now, I would like to add some wings to this, so I'll probably drill a couple little holes with my Dremel and pin up some wings. I think it would look cool with wings. And so it's one big, ugly vampire. And I never saw a model this size in a 172 scale kit. At least not monster-wise. So that's pretty cool, all right? That's different. Okay, so there's the giant vampire, and now look at all this plastic. And it all comes in a little baggie, or at least this one did. And look at all that plastic. You get over 35 miniatures in this set, and that's what I love about 172 scale. So why don't I organize these, and then we can look at them in order. Okay, so I ordered everyone according to pose and similarity. So in this pile, we have all the adventurers. And that's interesting because this is an Undead set. It looks like we have quite a few adventurers and knights and things like that. That's okay because I can use these in many different games. But let's look at the skellies. So these are the first you get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different skelly poses. Okay, so let's just do this. So here is one of the skellies. Now look at that. It's good detail, very good detail. This one has his skull intact. The one that I painted has like a scar over one of the eye sockets. Okay, very good detail. Notice the bones on the skull. Also notice about these figures, they don't come in sprues. There is no flash whatsoever. And there is a bit of a mold line right there, but it kind of camouflages with the skull. But not even in terms of mold lines or anything. It's really, really clean. I'm very impressed with how crisp the details are. And you only have like a little knobby end down here where my thumb is. And that's it. Okay. So excellent. Excellent. Let's look at the standard bearer. Okay, let me see if I can get it to focus. Not bad. Skelly standard bearer with like the weird spiked helmet and then the ornamentation on the banner. Very cool. And he's wearing some armor. So might be a good chance to do a little bit of weathering or something on that chainmail. Okay, so very cool, very cool. All right, so that's the standard bearer. These are only the skellies. We're going to look at the other ones in just a bit. Here's an archer skelly. And I'm glad that you get a couple of archers. Look at that big quiver. Very cool. We also get these skellies with the chainmail. Oh, again, I'm gonna try to open up a space here. There we go. Okay, so skelly, and this is obviously some kind of leader. He's pointing. That is the traditional "I am a leader" pose, or at least it looks like he's pointing. Maybe he's not. I think he is. All right, so that's that. Very cool. So that's the other pose. And then this is the most common of the skellies. You get like 7 of these. So you get quite a few skellies in this kit. And this guy has like the Norseman helmet with the horns. Very traditional, like what I used to see in a lot of the D&D art way back in the day, you know. So very cool. So that's the other skelly. You get 7 of those. You get 4 archers, or at least my kit, that's what it brought. 1 standard bearer, 3 of the regular skellies, and you get 4 of these chainmail skellies, all right? So you get quite a few skellies in this kit, and I'm very happy about that. Now, let's just take 1 skelly, and I just want to... There's the Roman soldier, okay? So very good size comparison there. Okay, now the next thing you get these guys that I'll probably use as leaders or as cultists, but you get these skull-faced dudes with the hoods and the scythe there. So a reaper figure. You get quite a few of these actually, and then you get the ones that don't have the base. These have like hair. So, very cool. So these don't have the hood. Their hood is down. They have hair. So I could paint these like ghosts and make them leaders. This is one of my favorite. And it looks like a cultist with like a huge beard. This could be a necromancer, actually. And he has like a skull helmet or mask on. So this is a necromancer with the Necromancer's book. So very nice. He has a long ass beard. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna... There you go. So very cool. So, and you get like 4 necromancers. And then some of my favorite down here are these guys. And these are the leaders. These are the bigwigs, you know. I don't know if this is the Lich King, because this is the army of the Lich King. But it could definitely work as a Lich. And we get this sexy-ass vampire. A nice vampire lady. Now, this is cool, because if I paint her up, I can use her as a miracle worker in Broken Legions, because I don't have any, like, wizard figures. Well, there you go. Now, with this kit, I have plenty of little wizards and stuff. But she is a vampire. And here is the Count, the Vampire Count. Very nice. I love the detail on him. So definitely a leader figure, you know, vampire figure. Very cool. Look at the detail on that guy. Very, very nice, crisp detail by Caesar Miniatures. All right, so those are basically the command or whatever, the big guys for the army. And then we have all these heroes. Now, again, if I paint these, I can have these work as vampires, as a unit of vampires. There's no reason why I can't. Also, these can serve as wizards and other things in other games. So now I have plenty of little male and female wizards that I can use in my other armies. In 172 scale. Let me see if I find... Oh, there's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys so that I can have a little bit of a black background. There we go. And then we can focus a little bit. Look at that detail. Very nice. So again, this could be like a monster hunter or something. Here's another hero. But like I said, I will probably paint these and turn these into vampires in some games, turn them into heroes in other games. Here's Gandalf. Definitely looks like Gandalf. Okay, so very nice. And it is Gandalf. And let me see if there... Oh, this one's one of my favorite female wizards that it brings, are clerics, right? Probably clerics and necromancers and such. But she's definitely like a cleric or something. It would make sense for this undead kit. Look at that. She could also serve as a druid in some armies. And then here's a knight. Look at that. Definitely, let's see with the Roman soldier. Very cool, very cool. All right, so there's a knight. And let me see. Oh, here, this to me is like a rogue or something. Very cool. She could be an elf. It's a female. She has 2 daggers, so maybe like a rogue. She has a bow as well. So again, I'm going to take away some of the zoom. So a very nice figure. Very nice indeed. And let's see, anyone else that stands out? That's about it. And you get, this guy is really nice too. In an action pose. So definitely like a knight. Alright, so now I'm going to put these piles aside. And I want to show a painted Skelly that I just finished. This is one of the 4. And he definitely has some kind of scar over one of the eye sockets. Very cool. Gave this guy a little wash. And there he is. Very good detail. Alright, a very cool Skelly. I gotta fix the base a little bit. Get rid of some of that red. And that is it. Alright. But a nice Skelly. And again, I'm going to get from Italy, the Roman soldier. And there we go. So now we can summon Skellies if we have the proper miracle worker for Broken Legions. And of course, games like Of Gods and Mortals and other games that we plan on playing in 172 scale. I started painting my crew members for the War Elephants. I might as well just show some of my 172 scale collection as it is growing. And here is one of those War Elephants. I got to finish them up a little bit. Do some touch-ups. Probably put them on a base too. And so we have a War Elephant there. Very cool. I keep the figures modular so I can put them in and out. This way, if I want to put a fantasy figure, I can. So, one of the elephants. And let's see what other 172 scale things I can show. So here is one of the containers showing part of the 172 scale collection that I've amassed in just a short time. Here we have some Alliance figures. These are the Alliance orcs, and they're based on Lord of the Rings. Okay, so very nice looking orcs, but they require a lot of cleaning. These figures have a lot of flash. These are the figures from Mini Art, and these are 100 Years War French cavalry. Very nice figures. Again, this one Mini Art requires a lot of cleaning, but we have also have some dinosaurs because these I'm using with 172 scale. These are part of Julie's army. And we have it right here, the Amazons. Okay, so Julie will be using these Amazons as an army, as a female army. And we have some dinosaurs and things that go with them. So all of these guys here are Amazons, and there's some unpainted figures that I still have to work on, and a few larger figures that I'm going to be using with 172 scale, including a dragon down there. Oh, and there's this little D&D figure which goes very well with 172 scale. He's a little goblin mage. I can make him an orc or whatever, but very cool. So, and I still have more figures to paint and to work on. But my collection is definitely growing. I have like 3 cases of miniatures so far like this. And most of them are painted. I'm happy to say there's still some that are not painted, however. So I have to work on those and get those done. And if we look at Zvezda, this is a French soldier, 100 Years War. If we look at Zvezda, very clean figures, very good looking figures. There's a few, like here, I have to do a little bit of filing on the weapon. And there's a few of these that I have to paint. A few knobby ends here and there that I'm going to be cleaning on the shield and all that stuff. But other than that, these are good figures, very nicely detailed. And you get quite a few of these infantrymen in the box. There's something like 40-something figures in the box. So you get a lot of figures for the price. Very cool. 100 Years War, French soldier, which I will be using in many of my alternate history games. And back to the Undead, which was the purpose of this video. Here it is. We have basically a very nice little collection of Undead by Caesar Miniatures. I highly recommend these miniatures. I'm going to be looking into getting some elves for Julie. And I want to get them specifically by Caesar because I would like to see how they look. Okay, elves, orcs, let me see, they have them back here. These are some of the miniatures that you can get. So dwarves, elves, undead, adventurers, goblins, orcs, and you have elves in there too. So very, very cool. I will be unboxing more of these little kits, hopefully. And so now we have a new fantasy range to work on. Okay, so thank you, folks, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is part of my 172 scale collection now, and we will be playing more games in smaller scales as well as our regular 28mm scale gaming. All right, folks, thank you very much, and we'll talk very soon.